Hi everybody, it's Audrey. This is my last page for the Clique Kits October kit Sapphire. I'm so sad. I really love this kit, but I used about just about every single pattern paper as much as I could in this kit. So I'm going to start off showing you how I used a cut file. This is a cut file from actually the Just Knit store. This is not in the Clique Kits store, but I wanted to do a page. It's a back to school page, so I want to do some ABC type of thing on my page. So I have opened my cut file, the letters, and once I traced them, I have released the compound path so that I could get each letter individual. And now I'm just grouping the pieces of the A, B, C, and D together. Like the circle inside the A and the B and the D. You have to group those together. So I grouped those together. And my thought is, for my design, I'm going to kind of put the letter inside like a little card, and so have like a little square shaped card with a letter cut out from the inside. So that is my plan. Before I make those little cards, I have drawn a rectangle that is the size of my photo. So my photo is already printed, and it's about a 3x4 photo. So my square isn't perfectly 3x4, but it's just enough to kind of give me an estimate of exactly what size I want these cut files to be. So this is so strange because it's the second back to school page I have done with this kit, and I didn't realize I had picked, I know it sounds silly, but I didn't realize I had picked two different back to school sets of photos to do with this kit. I guess I was just drawn to it for some reason for doing back to school photos. But anyway, so here are the letters, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to arrange this because I wanted to use the A, B, C, D, and then my photo, but they were kind of big. So I just had an idea right as I was kind of arranging these. We always call this is a picture of my son, and we always call him Dude. And I thought a cute title would be ABC Dude instead of ABCD. So I actually have to go back through and open up the alphabet again so that I can get the other letters that I had already deleted. So I'm going through the whole process. You can, like, once you trace these files like this and you get the cut lines there in red, you can save that as a studio file so that you have it and don't have to do it and don't have to trace it every time, but I'm just lazy and didn't do it. So I just had to open it again, but it's no big deal because I only needed a couple letters. So there is my word dude. And I opened that in a new document, and I'm going to copy and paste it back on my original. And this is where having your photo size kind of already planned out comes in handy, because I was able to fit that inside the square. That's the 3x4 square, so I knew exactly how big I was going to cut it when the time comes to cut it out of my pattern paper. My last thing here is I didn't know if I liked the letters lined up like justified on the bottom there where they're all lined up along the bottom, or if I liked each letter centered in the card. And because the B is kind of skewed because it has such a long tall part in the one side of it, it kind of made the letters look silly if they were all kind of centered. So I just decided to justify them on the bottom, so I'll have them all lined up along the bottom of the card. So, and I forgot to group that C in. So there it is. I arrange them like this on my mat because that's how I actually end up cutting them out of the pattern paper. So I've got these cut out, and here's my photo, and I wanted to try something I haven't done in a while, and that was used craft paper. And I thought that craft paper was kind of a good back to school like print to use. And I'm cutting out some other pieces of pattern paper to back behind my letters. Some of these Pink Fresh papers here that have kind of like the black paint lines drawn on there. The paint actually, when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this kind of looks like chalkboard. So it's kind of like a chalkboard looking kind of paint mark. So I thought it was good for back to school. I also really, really, really wanted to use these triangles on this piece of paper. When I first saw this piece of paper with these kind of triangle color blocks, I'm like, oh, I got to cut those triangles out and use them on a page. And I knew that I wasn't going to get very many more pages out of this kit, So I thought I'd try to cutting them out to see if I could fit them on this page somehow. So I actually like how they end up helping with the focus of my page, helping draw your attention to the photo. So I'm playing around here just with some colors behind the letters. I didn't like that light pink. It was just, it went too much pink on the page. That to me was, that was better, a better balance having the aqua. And look at how perfect these, I just cut these letters out of some of the yellow paper, how perfect those letters fit on my photo. And they fit right underneath his feet too. It was just so perfect. One of this little tag that says A is for amazing, that came in the Pink Fresh Studio die cuts pack, and then this other little phrase, you got this. I wanted to use those both so bad. I only end up using one of them just because I just couldn't fit the other one into the design of my page. I just felt like it was taken away from everything else. So I was struggling a little bit here with the colors, and I don't know, it was just felt so kind of dull to me, and I don't know, I just kept saying, okay, what am I gonna do, because where am I gonna add things? I don't know, I was just feeling that it was looking a little dull. And I think my problem is that I'm so used to working on white backgrounds recently that when I go for a darker colored background, like a craft background, I have a little bit harder time. Also, in retrospect, I don't think that these colors, maybe the aqua, but that yellow and that kind of navy, I don't think they go very well with craft. So I think I was trying to force it a little bit too much, you know, trying to put all these elements together, and they just weren't working. So like I said, I was struggling a little bit. So I just go through and pull out a few other things and see if I can make it work. So finally I decide I have this piece of paper. This is the only full piece of paper I have left in the kit. And I was hesitant to use this piece of paper because one of the other girls on the team, Candace, used this piece of paper and made a page, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. And I thought to myself when I saw her page, I'm like, nobody could use that piece of paper better than what she did right there. If you go to the Clique Kits blog and look through her post she used, and she just kind of put, like, you can see it has an aqua color, like in a yellow section, like a pink section, and she put things that were those colors in the same area. So she just did such a beautiful job with it. So I was like, I don't know if I could do it justice like she did, but I went for it anyways. My last piece of paper, I liked this so much better than the craft paper. So I just felt like it really just fit a lot better. So now I'm just playing around with these triangles, and I fiddled with these for a while. I was just, I'm sure this is going to be painful for you to watch because, well, I did cut out some of it, but oh my gosh, I just rearranged those triangles again and again, and those little tags, because I didn't know if I wanted, which colors I wanted where, and if I wanted all those phrases and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, it was painful. I added some more splatters to my background there. That was a chalkboard mist from, oh gosh, it's an old, like, Tattered Angels glimmer mist in chalkboard. And I stitched around each of my little letter cards here. And now I'm just popping off the pattern paper from the back. So the card is kind of popped off the top, and then the color underneath is kind of a layer down. So I popped the color off the back to make the cards stand off the page a little bit. So, and then I'll go through and glue those down later. So I had a little trouble with this one here because I cut the piece of paper a little too small to cover up part of the section on the letter C in the background. So, okay. Just going to trim off the edge here. I should always trim those off first. I don't. I always just start creating with those on. Yeah, so this looks so much better to me. I did decide to go ahead and use a black matte though. My photo was kind of getting lost with everything else that was going on, so I think the black photo matte really helped it stand out against the page, against everything else, and it helped pick up some of the black and the splatters that I had. I'm just using my fine line bottle to glue on my letters for Dude. This is actually back to school last year, so 2015. So I'm like a year behind on my back to school photos. But this was my son's last day of kindergarten, or last year of preschool rather, first day of preschool, but for his last year. And oh my gosh, the look on his face, he's just like, I'm ready to kill it. I'm ready to I'm ready to take over preschool. So yeah, it was really cute. Okay, so here's where I go again playing with all these triangles. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll put the triangles, like the yellow triangle on the yellow section of that background paper. And I'm also trying to, at the same time, kind of create the visual triangle. So that's why I have the blue on the top and the bottom to kind of create the triangle with the blue on the letter B. So yeah, I'm trying to fiddle around with that too. Okay, see that little card underneath the letter A? It says A is for amazing. Oh my gosh, I thought that would be so perfect for a back to school page. It's so cute. I could not find anywhere to put it. I wanted to use it so bad. It was just too big. It was just taking up, it just didn't look right. Anywhere I put it, it was just a little too big. I just wished it was a little bit smaller, and it would have fit better. So I don't end up using it, but it is so cute. On one of these Simple Stories, by the way, these Simple Stories stickers are from the Posh line. They're not actually in the kit, but they are. I did get them from the Clique Kits store from a previous kit of some sort. So it has like a little gold paper clip on it, so I just put the little paper clip on the photo. And I decided to fill my letter B with this brad. It was actually, or not brad, flare. It was actually a perfect size to fit inside the letter B. And then I decided to add something to each of the little cards, the ABC cards. So on the letter C, I added a little pencil and then another little banner sticker there. So here I go with this A is for amazing tag, and I'm like, where am I going to put it? And I thought I was going to leave it there, but it just takes away from the design too much, so I kind of can that. I added a couple enamel dots just for a little bit of texture and some depth. And a little star sticker on the A. And this is pretty much how it ends up. I don't really do too much else to it. I do add a couple hearts here and there. I add my journaling. I cut out another, actually I'm not sure if I show this on camera or not, but I ended up cutting out another triangle from that lined pattern paper and used it as a journaling spot on the bottom of my page. Oh yeah, I do. Here it is. I spoke too soon. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck that in the bottom, and then I do add a few more stickers here and there, and that's pretty much it for this page. So here comes the shot of the page. It came out cute. I love the way the triangles draw your eye to the photo there on the side, and a couple close-ups. So thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned. I will have pages coming up with next month's kit, which is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to share it with you. So have a great week. Stay scrappy.